Hey, edible. Sold to you. 615. How you doing? We bought the stock at 270 yesterday. So you see how it works? Somebody said, "How come you don't give your ideas a couple of days in advance or that day or whatever?" I have no idea. I never learned. I didn't know edible existed up until yesterday. And then it became my favorite stock of the day. I traded it 7 times, even held it into the aftermarket, bought more in the aftermarket, traded it right till 7 p.m., 8 p.m., right? And it was up to you whether or not you wanted to take a shot and hold it overnight. But if you went from 270, why not? And it went to 685 so far this morning. Now, my friends, it might not be over. EDBL, right? I wouldn't buy it. I don't buy gapped up stocks, but pre-market, you'll get some sellers. If this stock pulls back and holds five, it's a new stock. So yesterday, the four the 408 area was important. The 370 was important. 388 was important. If you want to start treating this like a normal stock, do you? Do you? I don't know. It's still a pump and dump reverse stock split piece of garbage, right? But these are the stocks that rip, rip, right? So if it comes back just like yesterday, it faux show broed 3 times already this morning. Faux show broed 7 times yesterday. And it really wasn't, again, nobody's awake. But this stock came alive today, 4 o'clock in the morning when most of the platforms open up. And you still could have got in at $4.11, basically where I was selling it last night. And then it faux show broke it around 7 o'clock in the morning at $5.35. So those faux show bro areas, if you're just getting in here now, those will be the areas to look to buy the pullback if it does happen, if this still trades like a regular stock. 32 million shares already this morning. You got to take it serious, right? So edible, obviously, our friend Jeepus is back. GPUS is back. You got some other nonsense. Sigma. I heard there's a SPAC coming out. There's an IPO coming out today. Mountain, MNTN. That probably be hot, no matter what it is, right? I think they're coming out. If you guys don't know, MNTN. You can check your IPO list. MNTN IPO today. I think it is. Yeah, IPO Voyager technology. Voyager, huh? Mountain File targeting up to 187 million, $18 IPO. That's a good price range right there. Oh, it's Ryan Reynolds. No, stop it. Ryan Reynolds Mountain. Is this is this the same? No, it's not. What is this? Why are they saying Ryan Reynolds isn't involved in it? I don't know. Ryan Reynolds Mountain. Let's see what this thing has to say. By the way, Jeepus is back. Jeepus. I miss Jeepus. Jeepus. Jeepus Creepus. Hey, what's up? You guys hold any edible overnight? Well, you didn't really have to hold it overnight if you were here at 7 o'clock in the morning. Edible 685. Man. Remember 270 yesterday? I was trading until 8 p.m. last night. Sold it at 443. 443? Yeah, 443. So, Mountain, an advertising platform for internet connected TVs, which has Ryan Reynolds as its chief executive officer, said on Wednesday it's targeting 1.7 million companies in Boston and paying $14 a share. So, Mountain, MNTN today, IPO. If that handsome devil Ryan Reynolds is involved, I'm involved. And I'm not kidding, especially in this market. Probably goes to 1,000, 10,000. So Mountain, MNTN, keep an eye on that one today when it does open up. So I'm actually thinking about getting a short request going on Edible because I think it could pull back to around 5. If it breaks 5, it goes right back to the 4. Breaks the 4, it goes to 0. Remember, there's 2 reverse splits in this stock, so even at what price is it now? 605. It's actually realistically worth 00875 right now. So this is a sub penny stock, worthless company that had some news that, again, this is the game. Reverse split, announce some news, get some volume, squeeze it. It works. It's a great strategy, and you just got to remember that inevitably all these go back to 0. So on the other front, you got Target, which obviously looking to buy it, getting hammered in the after pre-market so far. I'm a buyer above 93. Immediately, I could see that right there, 93. Probably be a buyer if it breaks over 93. TG, that's Target TGT. You got TGX. Or maybe you don't have TGX. I thought you did. What's the other one? Target. Oh, TJX. Or my parents used to bring me, that was our holiday shopping. When TJ Maxx came along, I grew up kind of poor, um, even though we weren't, which was a great way to grow up. My parents, and they still act like they have no money, which is the way I live, which is a great way to live. Personally, I just believe that way. But anyway, more importantly, TJX, we used to go there. That would be our holiday because I would finally get some name brands, even though they were 2-year-old name brands, where all the kids were wearing like cool, what was it called? Ocean Pacific and Benetton. And I was wearing Alexander's stuff. You remember Alexander's? Yeah, it was like the ghetto version of Macy's. Alexander's. Anybody? Anyway, where you took your sneakers out of a drawer, you try to find your size, and they had that little plastic thing that would keep the shoes together. So even when you tried the shoes on, you could only go like you would walk around the store. I guess these feel okay. They were like $9.99 for sneakers. Anyway, that was my childhood. But then we'd go to TJX in Florida when we'd go visit grandma. We'd go to the Wawa, no, not the Wawa. We'd go to the Publix, which was exciting. And then we'd go to TJX and I'd get a couple of fashionable shirts. And then inevitably I'd get made fun of anyway because it was an old shirt. And there would always be some kid to point that out. Oh, that's last year's shirt. Thanks. But TJX reported stock got hammered. And now it's back to break even. You got Pan W, which I despise this industry. I think it's all a big scam. Internet security, any company that does cybersecurity, I don't believe in them. Not that I don't believe they exist, but I believe that these companies are the ones who put out the viruses. And then lo and behold, they're also the ones that figure out how to stop it because they're the ones who put it out there. But the stock tends to go up every time it reports. I don't like it. I don't like the market right now. We saw some selling show up yesterday. I think it continues today. But I don't like this Pan W, right? But just like I didn't think Home Depot short was going to work yesterday, and it worked 3 times. Pan W, probably going to look to buy it because, first of all, the market hardly ever stays down in earnings reports. People like this stock in this industry. I think it's all a scam. But above 185, you're probably looking to buy it. Hopefully it goes under 182.50 first. Edible, yeah, I got to borrow on it already. Cost me $26 for 1,000 shares. But it held VWAP already. And listen, I'm telling you, this Edible, don't mess around on the short side. This chart, as bizarre looking at it is telling us it could go to $12 rather quickly. You're above your 1-year VWAP now. That's 538. which was going to be my target for today. And the thing about charting the stock is it's virtually impossible, but if you're going to use charts, 1004 is next, and then the 3-year, which is insane. This is what I think we can get into. $11.38. So saith the VWAP. I mean, it's hard to look at this chart because it's all split adjusted. But there it is. You're over one hurdle. You stay above that 5 and change, you get to the other thing and the other thing and the other thing. So 538, right? 1004, 1183. I'm telling you, this 1183 area, right? Look at this. I mean, you can't see it because it's such a bizarre looking chart, but there's an Andy Dufresne and a Kardashian bottom right there. That's why I liked it yesterday. But now you're in the upper section now. You're in that 6 area where you got this one thing that's 775. I mean, yeah. And if the market's kind of weak, people tend to flock to these. But what else we got? I don't know. All right, let me go share my knowledge with some other shows. So yeah, I did find some hats and t-shirts, by the way. Somebody was looking for those. All right, see ya.